As leaks turn from trivial to potentially treasonous, it's clear the Trump administration is fighting an enemy from within. So what's the nature of the threat, and how will the president neutralize it? Joining me now to discuss this and other topics is senior editor of Conservative Review and host of Michelle Malkin Investigates on CRTV, Michelle Malkin. So, Michelle, do you see this as a Benedict Arnold situation, or are we going to have to hang someone pretty soon?
Well, not hang them, but I think they need to be exposed. And I certainly agree with both Congressman Hunter and David Horowitz that we are dealing with the term that's being used, of course, is deep state. Right. And there are deep state operatives that are embedded in every corner of the federal government. That was always part of the plan, I think. And the guidebook that they play by, the ABCs, are agitation, A, Barack, B, is at the center of it, of course, and it is not only symbolic, but it is literal that he has not left the Beltway because he is running that apparatus there. It's not a mistake that Valerie Jarrett is now shacked up in that clearinghouse. And C, chaos. That is the ultimate goal of agitating within the federal government. And it is, Jesse, it is going to be a full-time job for people within the Trump administration to root these people out. Do
you believe that the Obama people and the holdovers are leaving too many fingerprints on this, and this could boomerang and blow up in their face?
Well, I hope so, and I think that's why it was so important for the president to be as vocal as he has been about condemning this treachery within the federal government. I also think it's important to note that as many Obama-imprinted operatives as there may be, that this is actually a problem, of course, that precedes the Trump administration. It's particularly in the State Department. I mean, with these foggy bottom bureaucrats who do not represent the United States, but every other special interest but the United States. And these are encrusted, lifelong bureaucrats. And this is the kind of elitist infrastructure that people who voted for Trump want out of the federal government. It is a systemic problem.
And he made so many enemies leading up to his victory that it's no wonder why people are so angry. Let me turn to something else that happened this week. International Women's Day. First ladies and former first ladies kind of going at each other a little bit. Let's first look at what Hillary Clinton had to say about Women's Day. Roll the tape.
There's a lot to fight for. Planned Parenthood, education, health care, jobs. Every issue is a woman's issue. So stand up, resist, run for office, be a champion.
So we saw that was Hillary with a new haircut. And now we have Melania Trump saying this on Women's Day, quote, "As an immigrant myself, having grown up in a communist society, I know all too well the value and importance of freedom and equal opportunity, ideas which this great nation was founded and has continued to strive towards throughout its history." So if you frame those two statements against each other, it's my belief that coming where Melania came from, a former Soviet bloc, it carries so much more weight to say this is real oppression that people overcame, not these kind of small ball issues that Hillary is saying we need to resist in this country. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree with you, Jesse, and I think that the contrast between these two images of what so-called feminism is very striking. And I have to wonder how it is that after losing so miserably twice now, that Hillary Clinton believes that she presents an attractive vision and an attractive ideology to young women today. It is bitter. It is resentful, and she really looks like an Oberlin College undergrad shaking her fist in a dormitory. And I know Oberlin College because I went there, Jesse. And the idea that this woman is now sounding a dog whistle to extreme feminists. A couple of weeks ago, she was at one of these women's conferences where she said, quote unquote, "The future is female." The future is female, and yet these are the people who embrace the radical death lobby of Planned Parenthood, where so many unborn females have no future at all.
Well, Michelle, happy Women's Day, and I'm glad we all can celebrate that day. Thank you very much.